Don here with WPDevoted.com. Today we're going to be discussing posts, pages, and menus in WordPress and how to set them up. We're back here at our test site, KernCountyAds.com. For those of you that's been following along with my video, I'm basically showing you how to set up a website with WordPress and then how to moderate it. And it's for beginners. And we set this website up for a testing website so I can demo everything as we go along. So we're going to go to our dashboard. And now we're in the dashboard. My goal of this video is to teach beginners how to use all of this, all these different options that's inside the WordPress CMS content management system. So by the end of this video tutorials series, you'll be able to understand how to use each and every one of these, and plus then I'll go into more advanced stuff like search engine optimization, customization with CSS, PHP, HTML, so you'll be able to actually go in to your theme and actually use this editor and actually get into manipulating code. That's kind of more what I like to do as far as web development and stuff like that. But first of all, we got to learn how to properly moderate our site and build it. So anyhow, we skipped ahead to appearance, and I showed you in previous tutorial how to install themes. And the reason why I skipped ahead is basically so we didn't have to stare at the plain old default theme of WordPress, which isn't very appealing. And it also allows us to have a nice little clean website so I can show you guys displays right and you can follow along easier. So first thing we're going to talk about is how to add a menu, and then we'll cover pages and posts in that order. So to add a menu, you go to appearance and then menus. And if you look on the site, we have no menu. And it's very important that we have a menu because that's how our customers and our people that's viewing our page navigates. Like over here's a little navigation menu, sidebars. Well, we want a horizontal menu up here at the top. So you would come in and you would give your menu a name, and then you would save it. But what we want to do is add to it. So the first thing we need is a home page. So what we're going to do to set up a home page is we can go and create a page and make it a home page, but right now we're not going to do that because what we want to do by default, our website is WordPress, and it's a blogging. It's basically a blogging. It was made for blogging, so it's going to display post. Only whenever you start using pages and adding static content is when you can make it into pretty much any type of website you want. But originally it was made for blogging. And if you go into your customize and then come here to homepage settings, this is where you would set, if you want your page, this is where you would set static pages, as so when somebody comes to your website, it's going to take them either to show your latest post, or you can make it just show your main home page. And that's how you set that up, which we'll get into that here shortly. But right now we're going to leave it on post, and we're just going to go ahead and create a About Us page, which is already here, which I had already created before. But what we're going to do first is add a main menu, but a home one, to our thing here. So we come to custom link and we type in our website URL, and then we would just call this home. Click add to menu, and then save. So that's how you add a menu item, a custom link to anywhere. So once we save that and then we refresh this, now we have home up here. So if we was to navigate away from home, let's say to this post, as you can see, we're on Hello World up here on a post. So let's go back to our home page, and now we're back to our original page, which is will display all of our posts as we add them. So now let's just say we wanted to create a page. So we come here to pages and we look, and when you create a page you would click add new. Okay, and then it's going to open up the editor like this, and this is where I created a about us page ahead of time, so I don't have to sit there and you don't have to sit there and watch me type all this in. But so if we were setting up our about us page, then this is where you would put your page title, and then you would come down here to your, this is the content of your page, whatever you want on the page. And let's say we display a picture. We wanted to display a picture of a dog down here. So you can go to add media, which we'll cover all this later. It's pretty all straightforward stuff. But we'd add a picture in. And then we're going to talk about this parent stuff later. This is all templates. And this is how you can make your page have sidebars or no sidebars, and different you can use different themes, different templates that affect how your pages look later on. But at the moment we don't have anything like that going on. So we're going to update this, and then we're going to come back here. Once this updates, we're going to add the about us to the menu. So we'd come here to appearance and menus, and then now you see our pages here under most recent, or you can actually add a post if you want it to your menu or whatever. But we're going to go under pages, check about us, click add to menu, and then once you add these in here, you can rearrange them any way that you want, and you can even make them sub menu items. So now the about us page would be under home, but we don't want to do that right now. That's more set up for like categories and navigation and stuff like that. But so we're going to keep it together, and we're going to have home first and then about us last. Click save. And now when we refresh the site here, you'll notice we'll have an about us page. And now we have an about us added to the menu. So when they click that, it'll take them to our about us page. So I mean, that's basically how you set up a menu, and how you create a page, and how you add a page. It's all straightforward stuff. Nothing advanced about it we haven't got in there. It does get more advanced when you start manipulating sidebars and different templates and different options that your theme may or may not have. But we're just covering the basics here. So we created a main home page, and we created an about us page. It's pretty simple stuff. So I'll show you that one more time. Let's just create a contact us page really quick. So we go to pages, add new. And we'll call it contact us. And you'll notice as soon as we click in here, WordPress is going to automatically assign this contact page and give it a URL. And it uses this title tag, as you can see here. So it's your website domain / contact us, which is the title here. And you can edit that, make it whatever you want. But by default in our settings, when we set up our permalinks, we had it go ahead and display SEO friendly. So that's pretty SEO friendly there. Contact us, it's pretty descriptive. So it's best to leave it the same as your title unless you want to or need to change it. That's how you would change that. So just wanted to point that out. So here we are in our editor. Let's just say contact us. You can email us at support@kerncountyads.com, and you want to always make sure that you got your stuff right, or you can call us 1-800-800-0011. So there you go. It's that simple. Just add a little bit of format just for the heck of it. And then we would go ahead and publish. Of course, most people would put a contact form in here, but that's later. I'll cover how to do all that stuff later on. Right now we're just running through the basics. Just want to get the basics out of the way for anybody that's just starting out. That's all new. A lot of you guys already know all this stuff, but there's a lot of people that are just starting for the very first time. I remember when I first opened WordPress and came in here, I was like, holy smoke, what is all this stuff? I didn't know nothing about none of this stuff over here. It's just kind of overwhelming to people at first when they first, I'm sure all of you've seen it. I mean, all of you've been through that. So I just want to basically cover everything that's real simple and get it out of the way and then start moving on to the more advanced stuff. So that's the goal here. So just bear with me. So, okay, we created the contact us and we updated it. Now we got to add it to our menu. So we come to appearance, menu, and then once again under pages, because we're under pages, and we select contact us, add to menu. You'll see it populate up over here, and we don't want, if we didn't want it there, we can change it, its order, not a sub menu, but so we'll go ahead and make it second, because right now we got home, about us. We went home, contact, then about us. For instance, we'll click save menu. We'll wait for that to update. Once it updates, we'll come here and refresh, and it'll be added to our menu. And there we go. So now we got 2 pages added. Here's our contact us page. Here's our about us page. And here's our home page. And that's pretty much it. Now we're going to move on to post. Post, this is a post. By default, like I was saying, WordPress was set up as a blogging CMS, which means that this was all it was originally designed for, is to make a bunch of these different posts about different stuff. The difference between posts and pages are, like our contact us page, it's a static page. It's not going to change very often. It's not going to update. So it's highly unlikely that we're going to change our email address or our phone number. Or same with our about us page. It's highly unlikely that we're going to change it very often. So therefore it's good to have it as a static page that doesn't change very often, just like our home page. We're not going to change our domain anytime soon. So it's kind of necessary to have a static page. But that's the difference between pages and posts. Posts are more for displaying information in kind of a timeline basis. As you can see here, it has the author, and then it has a timestamp of the date of when this post was made, and this is the title of the post, and yada yada. And when they click it, it opens up into that story, whatever it's about. And this is WordPress's default Hello World post. So we're going to go ahead and find out how to add a post. So what we want to do is come back to our dashboard and go to post, and then add new. It's basically the same thing as adding a page, except for it's a post and there's some different options. Posts have different options than pages do. So if we take a look, the post is basically the same. You have a title, you have a content area, your main content, then you have your category over here. If we wanted to add a category, let's say our post was about dogs, so we'll just type in dogs, and then we'll just put dogs protect people. Okay, yada yada. So if we wanted to have it would be smart of us if we had a post about dogs, we'd come over here to categories and add new and make one that says dogs or pets or whatever we're writing about, and then we would simply check it because it would show up here, which I should have went ahead and did that. Let's go ahead and do that really quick. We'll knock it out of the way. So we're going to make a post about dogs, so we're going to have a dog category. Dogs. The slug is just a lowercase version, usually, of whatever it is. This is what's going to go in your URL. So it's going to be Kern County Ads /dogs. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and you can write a description in here. I mean, all this pretty much tells you exactly what needs to be done. And you can choose a photo if you want, but we're not going to do it. We're just going to make a category. And here we go. Now we got a category of dogs. We're going to go back to our post. And we're going to go ahead and edit this. And this is where we would put in the title dogs. And we're going to come over here and we're going to select dogs. So now this is going to be categorized under dogs. And we're going to put dogs protect people from harm. And then we'd write whatever we want. We'll just add a little quick picture in here. Now here's the tags. We'll get into this later. This is all part of SEO, but basically the basics of this is any keywords that you think people are going to search for that'll help find your page, you want to put in here. So since our page is about dogs, we would put in dogs. But you would obviously want to be more descriptive and break that down. Since we're talking about dogs protecting people, we would put in dogs protect people, for instance. And then you would just add keywords that whatever you think somebody's going to type in and you want your page to rank for, you would add it into here. So dogs protect maybe would be a good one. So that's essentially what that is, and we'll get into that more advanced later on when we start talking about search engine optimization, which is SEO. And now we want to add a featured image to our post. This is the main post, so if you go back here and you see this box here, there's no image there on this default Hello World post. Well, we want our post to have an image. So what we do is select it. We select our image. And now everything's set up just like we want it. We'll go ahead and publish. And we'll come back here to the website and refresh. And you'll notice that now we have a dog post. And here's our tags. And this will be a real quick description of the top text in our paragraph. The first paragraph text in the post usually displays there. So then they'd be able to click it, and then they would go through and read the whole post. So that's how you add posts and pages and menus. It's very simple, very easy. Just wanted to get that out of the way. I'm gonna continue on explaining some other stuff over here, like different features. We're gonna start talking more advanced stuff like plugins. We got to cover all that, and media, and how to set up stuff, users, tools. Find out all that stuff coming up just follow along. I'm just trying to cover the basics right now, like I said, and get that out of the way. Thank you guys. Please like and share this. It really helps me out. I'm just getting started on YouTube, and I got a lot of stuff, neat tricks and stuff to show you guys once we start getting into this stuff. Thanks a lot.